welcome to Asian Pulse Television. I'm your host, Chantel Chand. Thank you for tuning in to your informative and educational network. We are broadcasting from the unceded territories of the Semiahmoo, Katzie, Kwantlen, and Musqueam Nation. We are grateful for the first peoples of this land. Happy Mother's Day to all our moms, sisters, grandmothers, and any members of your family that you treat like a mother. Mother's Day takes place on the second Sunday in May each year, so on May 12th this year. It's a day to celebrate. There's many ways to celebrate our mothers, as simple as taking them out for dinner. At least one of the days of the year, they can stay away from the kitchen. If you plan to take them out for breakfast, brunch, or even dinner, make sure you make reservations, as restaurants get packed really quickly. Happy Mother's Day from our team at Asian Pulse TV to all of you out there. It's time for a short break. I'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
क्या आप अपना ड्रीम होम खरीदना चाहते हो या अपने घर से पैसे निकालकर अपने किचन या अपने घर को रेनोवेट करना चाहते हो लेकिन बैंक्स ने आपको मना कर दिया है? आप मुझे कॉल कर सकते हैं यानी विक प्रसाद को। मैं एक इंडिपेंडेंट मॉर्गेज ब्रोकर हूं जो कई बैंक्स और क्रेडिट यूनियंस और प्राइवेट लेंडर्स के साथ काम करता हूं।
For more information, please call Vic Prasad at 604-306-6647. Vic Prasad is one of the top brokers of Invis Craft Mortgages and is also a member of the Canadian Mortgage Brokers Association of BC.
For any kind of visa-related services, contact Milky Way Immigration, a galaxy of opportunities located at Unit 209-9547 152 Street, Surrey, BC. They have licensed immigration consultants, placement officers, and LMIA experts to meet your immigration and recruitment needs. Book one-time free consultation either on Facebook or by calling 604-396-0005.
United Pallets and Crates is located at 11585 134th Street in Surrey, BC. Give Sam Dooler a call
At 604-760-2028.
or call the office number at 604-634-2001. You can also visit the website, which is www.unitedpalletsandcrates.com, or send us email at info@palletsandcrates.com.
Thank you, sponsors. If you would like to be a sponsor and provide sponsorship to any segment of this show, get in touch with Camila by calling the number 604-537-5123. We have in our studio Mason and Cologne, who are here to talk about the open house and their recruitment. Have a look.
So welcome to Asian Pulse, and I have a very special guest in our studios today, and the one is Corporal Mason and Constable Cologne, who has been here before, and they are with Surrey RCMP. And today they are here to talk about the open house they are having on the 11th of May, and to talk about recruitment. If you are interested in joining the RCMP, what you need to do, what you can do, and when it's open house, you can come and check them out and talk to them. So welcome both of you gentlemen, and thank you for coming and spending some time to talk to the audience. So talk about how long have you been RCMP officer?
So I'm in my 13th year as an RCMP member and been in 3 different detachments in the Fraser Valley, Mission, Agassiz, and now Surrey for the last 3.5 years. And it's been an awesome career.
People say that with RCMP, because all your training is done in Regina, and they post you everywhere else, but if you are from Surrey, that the less chance of coming back home. Is that true? What are the chances?
Well, we've got a recruiting program right now that if you are recruited out of British Columbia, that you have the choice now to come back to British Columbia if this is where you want to come back to. Whether you'll be guaranteed a spot in Surrey or not, that's not a guarantee. However, there are a number of recruits that come back to BC and they're getting the choice that they want. There's so many different opportunities within British Columbia to be involved in various different communities, and so many communities here just within the Lower Mainland that can really give you a great career and lots of opportunities to connect with your community.
And they are everywhere else, like Prince George, Canal, Terrace, Kitimat, Prince George, Prince Rupert, all these places there is RCMP, Kelowna and other places. So even if you don't get a spot right here in Surrey, there's a driving distance, what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, there's a lot of major city hubs, like you mentioned, Prince George and Kelowna in the Okanagan area that are within. Kelowna's a little closer than Prince George, for instance. However, you can still drive, within a day. and get out to the Fraser Valley to visit family or come home.
And Kalun, Constable Kalun, how about yourself? Where do you?
Well, I've been with the RCMP for just coming up on 7 years now. I was born and raised in Surrey, and I was lucky enough to come back to Surrey. So the RCMP does take into consideration, you know, where are you from, where's your family from, where are your support people, where are they from. So all these things are taken into consideration. But we can't forget that the RCMP is a federal police organization. So along with policing Surrey, we also have the responsibility of policing many other cities in the province and many other cities across the country, because we're the federal police force. And that comes with its advantages of being able to spread out our investigations across the country to international level. So it's definitely been an honor and privilege, and I love it.
Great, wonderful. So let's talk about policing. Those people that are watching you today, or their children are talking about it, or the parents want their kids to be police officers or go into law enforcement. I know parents cannot decide the future for the children, but sometimes they have this uniform. You know, even they are little, they think, oh, I want to be a police. My kids used to say that. Mom, I'm going to be a policeman. Or they love the police truck or the van or the car and all that. And they did. Their focus was there, and they did. And there are a lot of people that parents want them to be able to have a career like that. And you are having open house. What will that entail? Who should attend, first of all?
You know, really anyone from our community, even if you're not from Surrey, come on out. And it's an opportunity to be able to interact with the RCMP here in Surrey. We'll have a number of our support units that are there, investigative units. We'll have different police vehicles that'll be there. And you know, our senior leadership will be there with opportunities to be able to speak and interact with our community, answer lots of questions. It's a really great opportunity to be able to see the officers that are out and about in your community and be able to have those opportunities to ask them maybe some tough questions about what does policing look like? Why did you choose to get into policing?
All right.
You know, and what's our favorite part about it? And you know, and then be able to then take a little tour of the area and see where we work on a daily basis, and then just hopefully maybe feel a little bit more comfortable too. When you come into the police station, what are the services that we offer then there in regards to criminal record checks if you're looking at becoming a volunteer or for your work, and other resources that we offer. It's a great opportunity to come in there, get connected with the Surrey RCMP, and again, learn how we partner with our community here.
You can have the first-hand experience. Do you have liaison officers in the school system here?
Yes, we do. We have our youth section. We have liaison officers working in all the schools. So they do that on a daily basis, and we make sure that we're working with our student population. But I just wanted to add to something Corporal James Mason was saying, is that you know, this is a really good opportunity, our open house, because during the duration of the year, we go to people's houses. We attend calls for service, we go to businesses, we go to events, we go to galas, and all different sorts of invitations that we get from our community members. So this is kind of our invitation for you to come to our house, right? So, you know, we always come to your house, but this is your opportunity to come to our house. We're inviting you to come and see how we operate, how we function on a daily basis, how we, you know, where do we get ready, where do we send, you know, anything we seize for fingerprints, where do we hold the prisoners, where do we park our vehicles, all those types of things, and all our specialty units like Corporal Mason was talking about, even our police dog services. A lot of people are, you know, kids especially, they like the dogs, and you get to see how the dog continues with a track for a scent, and how do they bite, and which part of the body do they bite, and how do they function, and it's something very different. It's you know, it's one of our tools and one of our partners at the same time, and even our air helicopter services. Hopefully they can reach on that day as well, and we're really looking forward to showcasing all of our specialty sections and our in-house units.
And how you receive the calls and who is in the neighborhood or area, how fast they are able to attend if there is some emergency in the family or something like that. The ambulance, the police, the fire, they all arrive at the same time, right? Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, we really work with our partnerships with our other first responding agencies, and
So they will be able to see behind the scene what you guys do. And it's so exciting. And be able to even go into the police vehicle as well.
Yeah.
They have computerized system there where they sit and the back seat, who sits in the back seat, and how those windows are blocked or what have you.
yeah, we have a number of different units that'll be there. For instance, one of our EDU, which is the explosive disposal unit, and they'll be there and be able to show the community what it looks like and how they respond, some equipment that they use, and other units there. So
I was going to say, where is your jail? Where do you keep people if they have to be kept for overnight until next day they go before the judge or something? Is it right here in the unit?
it's in our main detachment there. Yeah, it's in the sub levels of our detachment.
Okay.
And that's where
About
one does stay
Yeah.
with us for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if there is anybody who is like impaired, driving impaired, and he can't drive no more, and if you stop them, what happens in a situation like that? Do you keep them overnight to sober up, or phone the family to come and take that person away?
Each impaired investigation is complex within itself, and there's all kinds of different decisions that would go into that. So when we're interacting with someone during an impaired investigation, each step is a consideration, and within that we're always considering the safety of the individual, not just the public as a whole, but also the individual that's in that impaired.
Yeah.
So we're always looking at their safety as well, and what ends up being best for the situation, and how we can keep them safe as well. So no one decision or circumstances is the same. So
What about the breathalyzer? Do you give the breathalyzer right on the spot, or do you take them out?
again, each one of those will be different too. Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
going to
each one
ask,
of
somebody
those, yeah.
asked me the difference between breathalyzer with alcohol level, and there is now that people are taking lots of them, can be impaired with drugs as well. So is there a two separate system to?
Well,
Or you
they're very complex in the fact that we have lots of training that goes into it, very specialized individuals that work through that, and there's investigative tools that are utilized, whether what kind of substance that they might be impaired by.
Yeah.
We're excited because we'll have our instance with our traffic units.
Yeah.
This is going to be at our open house as well. Where there'll be opportunity then hopefully for our public to see some of the tools that are used in order to ensure public safety through our traffic services unit, and it's hopefully then an opportunity for those that might be wanting to attend our recruiting session, or they could then see these different units and be able to then glean some knowledge as to, maybe this is why I wanted to go into policing. There's a number of officers that choose a specific, I think, path within their career in the RCMP. Mine has, for the most part, has been as a first responder, being as in general duty, we call it with the RCMP. Being a general duty officer has been a vast component of my career, and being responding to calls on the radio, being there in the days, in the nights, and for me that's definitely a path that
First responders,
chosen.
Yeah, that's great.
But
people that are going to be coming on that day, from the day that you put in the application, how long is the process like? And I don't mean to say the training, which is out of here.
Yeah.
But how long the criminal record check, reference checks, everything, how long will that take?
So we're seeing, do you remember that for that?
Yeah, I think the average process can take anywhere between 6 to 9 months.
Okay.
That's what we're seeing on average. And the nice thing is on that day when we have our open house, we're actually going to have 2 recruiting workshops that are going to be held by BCRCMP at our open house event.
Okay.
So I believe the first one starts at 9 a.m. And the second one starts at 11:30. So those are going to be really unique workshops because those recruiters are going to be there to firsthand provide you information about what a career in the RCMP looks like and all the different opportunities. And secondly, we're actually going to be helping our interested applicants to begin their application process. So you'll have a recruiter there firsthand to provide you with guidance on how to start the application process. And, we've seen a lot of success from that. When we held our recruiting session with the BCRCMP last year inside Surrey, we saw 15 of the applicants that attended those recruiting sessions. They're actually at depot right now, completing their training. So they'll be coming. Back here after completing their training to their respective posts. And so we've seen a lot of success through our in-house training because people get to interact one-on-one. And nothing is online, but you get to in person ask those questions, and any obstacles that you might be facing with the online interface. We'll actually have our systems up and running for the public that day, so they can fill out that application process.
I mean, worst days and the best times, because when they are in car accident and you guys are there right away, pull them out, give them breathalyzers and things like that. Those, I mean, you save their life, right? Either you yourself and ambulance. They also remember that as well. When I was in that situation, you guys were there. So it's not like every time you're going to be knocking at the door and just say, here's your son or here's your daughter or something bad happened. But there are also good times when you are out there and helping people out there. So I think this is what it is. Any last word about the open house and recruitment?
Well, I think we're excited that we were able to offer these 2 events on the same day. As far as our recruiting, going to the BCRCMP website or even going to the Surrey RCMP website, you can find the links to get registered. We still have a few seats available, but it is filling out quickly. We currently have enough for 100 seats for both the morning session and then the step-by-step application process.
Right.
And then as far as our open house goes, the more the merrier. So come in, get yourself situated. Make sure you bring some containers, be able to put some water in, stay hydrated. It's going to be hot.
Yeah.
So dress for the weather, wear a hat, some light clothing, and bring your family and just really
and
enjoy
especially
time.
the new RCMP building that's built in here. It's one of its kind that people haven't been in here, right?
Well, it's a beautiful
Big
building.
yes.
It's a beautiful building that we get to work in every day, and it's a great opportunity to
And
invite
this
our
is the only
community in.
opportunity. They have open house so that you can go walk around and check them out, what they're doing, what department is doing what, pet their dogs and doing a lot of things. Otherwise, nobody is ever allowed there because of the security system and all that, right? Nobody ever can go there and just say, I'm here on a tour. No, but this is an opportunity. So get your family ready. And I think if you're thinking seriously about joining the RCMP, how long does it take from the beginning when you got recruited in, before you sign on the dotted line till you're finished your training? How long is the period?
So, like I said earlier, the average time we're seeing for recruiting right now is anywhere between 6 to 9 months,
Okay.
and that's to do the online assessment, suitability interview. Then you have your medical and psychological testing, and then you have your background and security clearance. So that whole process can take anywhere from 6 to 9 months, and then add another 6 months for your training. So the whole process can take about a year, just to about maybe a year and 4 months. That's the average time from the start of the application process to the end of your training. I think if I had to say any last words, it would be that even if you are remotely interested, or you're unsure, or you're kind of interested, or you're not sure if this is the right time to apply, come to the session, talk to one of our recruiters. That may be the tipping point for you to maybe put that application in, and get started on its amazing career. There's, I don't know if we talked about it earlier, but there's more than 150 different specializations that you can do within the RCMP. And unfortunately, I don't think one career is enough to get all of them done.
Right, no.
Yeah, so because you're gonna spend at least 1 year, or maybe a little bit over a year in each specialization. So to try all of them out, 150 of them, in a 25 or 30 or 35-year career, that's still very difficult. So there's so many different opportunities, from dog services to air marshals to Air One to forensics to shipwriter. There's so many different things you can do.
International liaison.
International, it's amazing, right? It's the amount of opportunity the RCMP provides. It's second to none. So
I hit CFSU.
Yes,
all these numbers of things.
I could go on for
on and on.
So,
But you have to be physically fit.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. So you're gonna do the testing in there too.
Yeah, we do it. The testing has now moved to the training site. So the physical testing is not actually a part of the application process now. So if you need a little bit of a jump start for your fitness level, we actually assist you with that at our training facility, where we provide you with the right nutrition, the right guidance for working out, and maybe give you that extra push that you need to make sure that you meet our standards.
Okay.
Well, right now we've got on Wednesdays, you can go train with one of our recruiters.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
you can have that opportunity to work on your physical fitness while actually engaging with our BC recruiting department. So it's a pretty amazing program, specifically here in BC. As we are recruiting not only just for British Columbia, but also for our national police force. But it's an amazing program.
Excellent. Wow, that's wonderful. That's great. Thank you both for coming in and giving out the insight into policing and how exciting it looks like this opportunity and the job is. So that's good. Wonderful.
Yeah, well, thanks for having us today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you. So with that, I think we end the show, and maybe, talk to your children, go check it out. If you have any questions that we weren't able to ask, they are there to answer the question for you.
Thank you to the both of you for coming in. We hope those of you who are interested in law enforcement can find out more information. Please have your pen and paper ready to jot down the numbers. Mother's Day is on May 12th. It's a day to honor and show appreciation for mothers, grandmothers, and all the other important women in our lives. Many people celebrate by giving gifts, cards, flowers, and even just spending quality time with their loved ones. So happy Mother's Day to you all. Salem Live in Vancouver, located at Queen Elizabeth Theatre at 600 Hamilton Street in Vancouver. This is taking place on June 30th. Doors open at 6 p.m. For tickets and more information, please contact Camilla at 604-833-1977. The annual Independence Day brunch and dance of the Independence Day of the Guyanese Canadian Culture Association of BC is taking place on May 26th from 12 noon until 3 p.m. at South Arm Community Centre, 8880 Williams Road, Richmond, BC. For tickets and more information, please call Sylvia at 778-882-1852, Sabrina at 604-760-2085, or Diana John at 778-862-7009. The Pinnacle Hotel at the Pier is doing a Mother's Day brunch buffet on May 12th at the Pinnacle Ballroom from 11 until 2:30 p.m. Adult tickets are $88 plus taxes, and children's ages 6 to 7 is $41 plus taxes. The address is 138 Victory Ship Way, North Vancouver. If you are organizing any events in your community and want us to promote it for you, please email us at asianpulse@gmail.com. We've run out of time now, and I hope you've enjoyed the show as much as I do bringing it to you. If you ever miss our shows, you can always tune in on Shaw Cable every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m., Thursdays at 8:30 p.m., and Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. All our shows are also broadcasted in Calgary on Channel 10 on Shaw Cable Network and also get uploaded to our YouTube channel under the Camila Singh Shows. Before I leave you, I bring you these thoughts. Do not lower your standards to keep anyone. Make them meet you at your level. Self-respect is power. Author unknown. I'm your host, Chantel Chand. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we look forward to seeing all of you next week on the same channel at the same time. Bye for now.
क्या आप अपना ड्रीम होम खरीदना चाहते हो या अपने घर से पैसे निकालकर अपने किचन या अपने घर को रेनोवेट करना चाहते हो लेकिन बैंक्स ने आपको मना कर दिया है? आप मुझे कॉल कर सकते हैं यानी विक प्रसाद को। मैं एक इंडिपेंडेंट मॉर्गेज ब्रोकर हूं जो कई बैंक्स और क्रेडिट यूनियंस और प्राइवेट लेंडर्स के साथ काम करता हूं।
For more information, please call Vic Prasad at 604-306-6647. Vic Prasad is one of the top brokers of Invis Craft Mortgages and is also a member of the Canadian Mortgage Brokers Association of BC.
For any kind of visa-related services, contact Milky Way Immigration, a galaxy of opportunities located at Unit 209-9547 152 Street, Surrey, BC. They have licensed immigration consultants, placement officers, and LMIA experts to meet your immigration and recruitment needs. Book one-time free consultation either on Facebook or by calling 604-396-0005.
United Pallets and Crates is located at 11585 134th Street in Surrey, BC. Give Sam Dooler a call
At 604-760-2028.
or call the office number at 604-634-2001. You can also visit the website, which is www.unitedpalletsandcrates.com, or send us email at info@palletsandcrates.com.